All right, good morning. Good afternoon, actually, IA&B members. My name is Jason Ernest, President and CEO of IA&B, and excited to introduce to you a new partner within our IMS Independent Market Solutions platform, and that is Workpartners, a good workers' compensation option for our agents within the IMS platform. You're going to learn about them, see how you can place business, learn where the sweet spot is with work partners, and get to know them a little bit better and hopefully utilize them as a new option within IMS. Before I turn the reins over to work partners, just a couple administrative items from our end. This webinar is being recorded so that you can pass it on to others in the agency or come back and review the information. We are accepting questions via the chat feature throughout the webinar. So if there's any questions with anything that you're seeing, please submit that question via chat and we will do our best to address those. Keep this casual. So as you have a question, ask it and we will certainly try to answer it. If we don't get to all the questions, we will answer those, whatever you submit, and get that out to all participants. Before we begin with the session, I just wanted to give a quick reminder of what IMS is and why we're bringing this to you. So IA&B continually gets feedback from our membership and the needs and desires of our members, and a leading concern remains the need for our members to have carrier representation and advocacy. And the result of this feedback from our members is IMS, Independent Market Solutions. What's nice about IMS is this is a partnership of other sister state associations. So you'll see a footprint, the state breakout of IMS states around the country, and the number of agencies that it entails. And what this does is it gives value to the carriers that are coming on board. They're not dealing just in one or two states, but they're getting this footprint. And it gives IMS some leverage in order to say to the carriers, hey, we're bringing you these agents, good agents, members of a state association. We're consolidating that into a book of business for carriers. And that is an attractive approach for carriers. So this is a partnership and has been really providing good results because of this multi-state partnership. So a couple bullet points, key points that you need to be aware of when it comes to IMS. It is an IA&B exclusive member-only benefit. You must be a member of IA&B or one of those sister state associations that I just showed you to take advantage of this benefit. The key really is no appointment with carriers, especially in this marketplace. We're in a hard market. Carriers are certainly getting a little more restrictive in who they appoint or in the volume that they're looking for. So a key within IMS is there's no direct appointment between agent and carriers. IMS has that direct appointment. As an IMB member, you're coming in as a sub-producer. As a result, low and in some cases no volume requirements because you are part of this consolidated, aggregated group of agents. You are receiving extremely competitive commission rates, often the street commission rates, sometimes better because of the aggregated business that we're bringing. There's no fees for participating. Sometimes in these situations, there are fees for joining these types of market access programs, but there are no fees for participating, and similarly, no restrictive contract terms that we often see. So if you want to get out of the any sort of engagement with IMS, that's perfectly fine. There's no restrictive contract terms that agents would sometimes see. It is a very simple two-step process. An agency completes a four-page application, simple information gathered by IMS to include proof of E&O, a copy of both the individual and agency license, and a couple just simple demographic questions within that four-page application. And then you execute a standard sub-producer agreement, a sub-producer agreement created by IMS, created by state associations. So we know exactly what agents look for in that. It is a very clean, very good sub-producer agreement. Do that two-step process, and you have the ability to write with any or all of the carriers within the IMS marketplace. So we make it easy for you to come in and write as little or as much as you want. It's often very quick approval process, can take up to 30 days with certain carriers, but it's often a very quick approval process. You're going to get to know Work Partners here in a second, but this is the lineup within Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware. So it is a robust marketplace solutions from standard carriers to more specialized. And we believe we have options for agents that are out there. So if it's attractive not to have direct appointments, to have some more market access, to perhaps write with some carriers that you normally wouldn't have access to, we believe IMS fits that bill. We're excited about it. Again, in a hard market, we think this platform is especially situated for IAB members. If you have more questions, imsaccess.com is the website. For IMB members, Tim Wonder, our Vice President of Membership, is the key contact. Any questions whatsoever with regard to IMS, please reach out to Tim. Go to imsaccess.com, ask those questions, and we will get you answers. We will get you set up. Please take advantage of this great member benefit. So, with that introduction, bear with me as I make Susan. Susan from Work Partners will be presenting on behalf. Welcome, Susan, and bear with me. I'm going to make Susan a host here, and she can take it away with her item. So, Susan, a little bit of background on you and Work Partners as I get you set up here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Susan Straparo, and I am the manager of field operations at Workpartners. Hopefully you can see my screen here. Give me one
Perfect. We
second.
have it. Yep.
Great. Wonderful. So thank you for spending so much time with me this afternoon to learn more about Workpartners. I really appreciate your time. Just a little bit about us. Work Partners believes that a successful workers' compensation program is built on partnership with you as the agent and your clients. We offer a suite of resources to help just improve employee safety and overall program performance. These include digital resources such as online portals for clients and agents, flexible payment solutions, on-demand access to safety and claims management training and resources, and real-time access to loss runs and claims information and competitive program structures. Work Partners offers total program management to their clients with an account manager and risk control consultant assigned to larger accounts. And claims management is individualized with designated adjusters whose caseloads are much lower than industry average, allowing attention to each case. So we started 27 years ago, and we actually started by handling UPMC's workers' comp claims and their employee programs for the hospital. And the claims department was good, managing 70,000 employees at that time. Now it's well over 90,000 employees. That they brought those services to the agency force about 18 years ago. We are currently in 8 states. Our largest state is Pennsylvania. After that, New Jersey, Delaware, West Virginia, Maryland, Florida, Virginia, and DC. So we plan to round out the South in the next 2 years by going into Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Kentucky. Georgia most likely being our next state, and that should probably happen first quarter of next year.
Susan, real quick,
Yes.
we're seeing still the first slide, the UPMC life-changing medicine slide. Are you advancing through your slides there?
Oh, I am. Yes. I
Yep.
apologize. Let me see. So let me see if I can fix that so you can see the slides. And I apologize. I'm a Teams girl, so this is on Zoom, so that's probably a little bit of my issue there. So I click on share, I would imagine.
Let's click on share. Now, I think start from beginning is probably what you want to hit on your slideshow.
Okay. Can you see anything there? Any slides there?
Still there. Yep, that's good. Hit from beginning.
Yep. Okay. That looks better, doesn't it? Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then just go to
Okay.
instead of presenter view, see under display settings, if you just want to
Yes.
go to hit down on that and go ahead, swap presenter and slideshow. There you
Gotcha.
go. We're good.
Awesome. Thank you. I apologize for that, everyone. So, okay, so we write a lot of healthcare. Anything from a doctor's office to a hospital. Our second largest class of business is anything educational. Public schools, K through 12, private schools, charter, cyber schools, higher ed. We write a tremendous amount of social service and nonprofits. Anything under that behavioral health umbrella, we love. We also write a lot of manufacturing, wholesalers, and distributors. And our largest segment is home health care, but we are a generalist as well. We see a lot of auto repair shops, machine shops, convenience stores, restaurants, car dealerships, religious institutions. We love small business. We write new ventures with a $750 minimum premium. And on larger accounts, we do offer small and large deductibles. We currently have a 94% retention, which is way over average compared to other insurance companies. And our overall combined loss ratio is 85%, which is way under industry average, especially right now in this market, as well, as we all know. So I'm going to go over the steps on how to input a piece of new business. But to get access to Workpartners, our appointment process is very, very simple. We will send you a producer application, and it takes approximately 2 days for us to set you up. And I am available to train anyone in your agency on our appetite and how to rate online. And this is how you access the portal. And please note that your username will be your email address. This is where users can submit a new application and view past applications. Throughout each section of the portal, there are drop downs that allow you to sort and narrow the content of that section. Each section also has a search bar that allows you to type text to search for specific content. This screen allows users to view the expired, active, and future policies. You can access policy information from almost every screen, but this front page will list all policies. You can search, sort, navigate to individual policies for more in-depth information. And all statuses allow sorting by active, pre-cancellation, and future accounts that have not been issued yet. You can also navigate to view policy, request changes to a policy, and download the policy in a PDF document. Most agents will request a change to a policy by just emailing their underwriter, though. This allows the users to submit renewal quotes. Our underwriters will send you your new business quotes and renewal quotes, though. This is just another way that you can view them if you would like. After rating on the portal, it's actually rare for you to go back into the quote. You will really communicate directly then with your underwriter for changes or to bind. And this is where users can view documents associated with policies. You can at any time download a PDF version of various policy-related documents. And this is where you as the agent can run reports, such as loss runs, production reports, and other agency and account-specific reports. This is a great useful screen for agents. This is an overview of different resources for safety, claims, supplemental applications. There's great useful tools on here if you ever need something extra for one of your proposals. So it's very easy to obtain a quote. The entire rating process should last no longer than 5 minutes. You can click on I want to on the top of your screen, or you can go to applications on your left and click on create quote. After selecting the new application option, enter general information such as the producer name, tax ID number, business name, and then scroll down to continue. Any fields with a red bar are required. You do not need to worry about entering in several locations, though, or even any claims information. We will do that for you. And after filling out the general information section, scroll down to continue to add the states and the experience mod if the insured has one. And we are licensed in 8 states, as I previously mentioned. To enter in a class code, type either the class code or just the class code description, and then enter in the payroll and number of employees if you know them for the class codes, and click next to continue. This screen allows users to input account loss information, but please note this isn't required. You can either attach the loss runs at the end of the quote, or you can email them directly to your underwriter. Enter in business type, contact information, mailing and billing address, and description of operations. To add officer exclusions, click the Add panel. Complete information regarding officers to be excluded. Additional officers can be excluded by clicking the Save and Add Another button. This is not a required page, by the way. You can provide a list of the excluded officers when binding. Answer all the underwriting questions by selecting yes or no, or completing the open field. In order to expedite a quote, the system may ask class-specific questions. And the final option page allows users to upload loss runs, supplemental applications, any other account-related documents that you believe would be helpful. Increased limits may also be requested on this page. And this is the final page of the application. There is a free form field to provide any additional information not captured in the application to this point. So, for example, you can tell us what your need by date is here, or a target pricing. Once complete, click Submit for review. And once you've submitted an application, it is logged for editing. So if you have a change in payroll, for example, you want to email your underwriter directly. And just as like an FYI, Workpartners website also provides additional workers' compensation tools, as well as information on Workpartners' complete suite of employee health and productivity solutions. Also just wanted to note, if you are set up as the admin for your agency, you can add, delete users. Your territory marketing rep, which is me, can also add and delete users for your agency as well. So that is it. Does anyone have any questions?
You did a good job, so I think pretty clear. One question is new ventures, and forgive me if this was covered, but will you consider new ventures, and if so, is there any minimum premium? That's something that commonly is asked by member agencies as they encounter this.
Excellent question. We do consider new ventures in all of our classes and all of our industry segments. The minimum premium is $750.
Okay, which
Yes.
isn't high. I mean, I think a lot of times
Yeah.
members are confronted with new ventures, but it's got to be much higher premium. So that's an attractive piece to that.
Yes.
So
Yes. Because
okay,
not every carrier loves new ventures these days,
no,
or they have to have 5 years of experience or submit a resume. We actually started off by writing a lot of home health care. And the reason why we love new ventures is, as you know, there was a huge push for writing home health care in Pennsylvania about 5, 7 years ago. And we had so much success writing them as brand new that honestly, like 90% of that book, they either doubled their payroll, in some cases, even quadrupled their payroll the following year. So we love new ventures. It works for us. As I mentioned, our combined loss ratio is only 85%. In our home healthcare book, it's less than 5% our loss
yeah,
ratio. So
yeah.
it goes to work that we love new ventures. So
Good. So
yeah,
that's a good
great
option,
question.
and one as we hear from agents that hey, I have this new business and I'm having trouble placing, and that's the art of IMS is hearing that and finding partner carriers that would address that, and without the direct appointment. That's the attractiveness is an agency has an option to place some of these things and go from there. I'm seeing a new and renewal commission at 14%, which is also attractive for agencies coming through this process.
Yes, and one other thing too that I should have mentioned too, the underwriter that will be assigned to you, that underwriter handles new and renewal. That is such a huge, huge plus because I, I'm a former agent, and I remember having to explain the whole story all over again to the renewal underwriter. And you don't have to do that here at Work Partners. That underwriter will handle a $750 minimum premium, to a $3 or $5 million account, and will handle all of your renewal book for you too. So that's a huge plus too.
Yeah, and that's a common question we get with IMS is sometimes agents think, wow, maybe I'm not going to get a direct underwriter because I'm not directly appointed, but they will have access to an underwriter just as any agent. So if there's questions or if there's some rating issues, they're going to have direct access with that underwriter as they would any other time, correct?
Exactly. Yes,
Good.
great point.
Very good. Yep. And then if you could just review, we like to let members know here's the sweet spot for this carrier, whether it's a PNC or whatever within IMS, take some of that guesswork out. Remind us one more time those businesses where you're not writing. It's
Yes.
very small limitations, which is good, but remind for the agents that this is an area where you will not write.
Yes, excellent question. So there's two industries that we do not write. We do not write any contracting, and we do stay away from trucking. So
Yeah.
that 811 class code, we do avoid that. But other than that, and oil and gas, but we don't see a lot of opportunities in
Sure.
oil and gas.
Yep.
It's really contracting we're not a market for, and any trucking.
Okay.
Yes, so
Good.
those are the two that we avoid. But other than that, we are a generalist.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And we need that in today's marketplace. So
yes,
so that is helpful and for agents to know, hey, here's the area to stay away from, but otherwise we're gonna bring it, take a look. That platform is very quick. You said 5 minutes for getting some quotes out there. So well, that's what we
exactly.
like. Make it easy, get it
Yes,
in. So
that's the
anything
name of
in
the game.
conclusion, Susan? Anything else you want agents to know?
No, just if anyone needs my contact information, I can certainly send that over to them. Any kind of other marketing material or what are targeted classes of industry, again, in case they want to share that with all of their commercial lines department, they can certainly reach out to me and I'd be happy to respond.
We appreciate that. Thanks for your time. And again, please go to imsaccess.com where it has a listing of all carrier partners by state. So you drop down the state menu. Work Partners is there, and a lot of the information that we covered here today will be there. This slideshow webinar is recorded, so we will get that out as well. So we have everything there. You have a contact for us through Tim Wonder if there's any questions. And Susan, I appreciate the offer. If there's any questions specific to Work Partners, we will pass those off to you. But Susan, thanks for your time. Thanks for the partnership with an IMS. We're excited about this. We think it certainly opens some doors in today's marketplace. So thank you for all that. And we look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Have
Great.
a happy
Th-
Thanksgiving to everyone.
Likewise, yep. Safe travels, everybody. We will be out with more IMS news. So thanks, everybody. Reach out with any questions and take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.